Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL, back on board DryEagle's Amber Shard mod, which is in this case the VSS Titan, manned by Hyperion, Cronus, Rhea, and Oceanus, four of the ancient Greek Titans, and also Jones, Roper, and Willow. We do have 5 crystal on board this ship, despite starting with only 4, which is pretty phenomenal. We have some pretty great weapons here with an Ion Blast 2, Burst Laser 2, and Heavy Laser. We've got some amazing drones with 2 boarding hunter drones, which are pretty fantastic, despite the fact that they only cost 1 power, which is great. Defense drones, ton of engine, bit of shields, and all kinds of good things. Of course, we have no oxygen on board this ship, which makes things a little bit difficult. To make up for that, we have these nice regenerative crystals, which prevent our crystal crew from suffocating anywhere on the ship. They do not help non-crystal crew, though, which makes things a little bit difficult for us. We also have a shield charge booster to help ourselves not die quite so quickly, but we also only have 2 fuel. And no scrap here at all, so we're going to be in a bit of trouble if we can't find something quickly. We're going to jump forwards here and try and find a shop, because if we can find one, we have a pretty good chance of surviving. Otherwise, it's not looking too good. Here we find a mantis ship adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Well, we're going to attack them, of course. No species deserves a mantis hunter on their back, so it's time to make the galaxy a little bit safer. Yep, that's what they say anyway. They got a bunch of weapons, not too dangerous, although this beam could be a bit nasty. What we're going to do, I think, is we're going to blast them with various drones, and also with our crystal and our mantis. So let's try this. This is a heavy boarding strategy. We'll wait till these guys hit and see where they actually appear. There we go. We'll send in our boarding party, which is going to go straight into their teleporter. And now we're going to fire off Willow's lockdown power, which should let us destroy the medbay before they have a chance to do anything about it. Apparently our drone is currently trying to get in here, which means he's not doing us any good, which is not exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. We're going to fire some shots at their weapons to hopefully take them out before they do too much damage to us. And Halberd Beam is still online, which is not great, but the rest of the stuff is not going to be too dangerous at this point. Here comes them, guys. What is our drone doing? Apparently it really wants to kill that engine. Okay, weird enough, whatever. We're going to burst laser them in the weapons again to make sure they don't repair anything there. And one more shot to make sure they're completely helpless. And now we should be clear enough to just murder these guys. We have taken some damage, and we want to be careful we don't take too much, otherwise we won't be able to survive the trip back. Or at least, our mantis here won't. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we strip it of useful material, getting 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 51 scrap. Lovely. Alright, well that worked out in our favor. And immediately get Roper back into the medbay, and we're going to have to dance Willow through there a little bit, because otherwise Willow's not going to heal. We can do this. You can have as many people in the medbay as you want, honestly. You just select them all and send them through to the other side. On this ship you can only do 2 at once, but it's a fairly effective way of getting more than 2 people in your medbay. I should have been doing that earlier if I had remembered how to do it, but we remembered it now, so it's okay. We got a bunch of fuel out of that, though, and that's the big deal here. We also have some extra scrap, which is going to be useful, I'm sure, but for now we're going to hold on to it in case we can find a store after all. There one is! Good! Get over there, use this money, don't die. What do we see? With the local rock settlements so unwilling to trade with other life forms, an opportunistic mantis crew has postponed its piracy activities and set up shop to catch any passing trade. Well, lots of lasers, but nothing that we really want. Nothing that we really want, no. And fuel? Yes, lots of fuel. Buy all of the fuel, otherwise we will die. We'll sell them the ion bomb, because we're not going to be using that. We'll sell them the shard cannon, because we're probably not going to be using that anymore either. Not with these weapons instead. And we'll buy 2 repairs worth to bring us back up to 50% hull. Hoi. Okay, well, is there anything else we want to buy here? 74 scrap. We should really max out our dodge, because there's no reason not to at this point, and it is very profitable to have that dodge that high tier. So we'll do that. Done. Maximum engine power. Incredibly early in the game, because it's only on this one ship has it ever been this cheap. Let's see if we can't capitalize on that. We find the burnt-out hull of a rock mine layer drifting by. Behind the wreck drifts a live mine, an automated drone that drills into ship's hulls before exploding. It locks on... hiccups. Oh, goodness. It locks onto our ship's signature and heads our way. Well, we're going to reverse thrusters and hopefully get out of there with our improved engines. We stress the inertial dampeners and we reverse course and outrun the mine. We prepare to jump off. Now, see, the thing about that is, if you stay, you have a chance of getting... you don't have missile weapons either. We could have sent someone out there to try and defuse the bomb, which gives you about like a 50% chance of losing a crew or getting some scrap. Much safer to just dodge it outright. Now, where are we going to go? Let's go over this way, I guess. We have lots of fuel now to play around with, or at least enough to get through this sector if we don't find any more. Nothing. We see a small trading post and ask about refueling, but they respond, "Go away. We don't serve your kind here." Well, that's no good, so we're going to keep looking. Keep looking. Please let us fight something or give us something. Here we go. Upon arriving at this beacon, we detected a distress call. Local scans reveal that a Federation transport is under attack from a rebel scout. Well, let's get in there and help them, of course. We power up weapons and engage. They've got lots of drones. This could actually be quite dangerous for us. The missiles and stuff aren't too scary, but the fact that they have a billion dudes is kind of bad. Well, let's fire some hunter drones at them, because that's what we do best. Fire the hunter drones. And we're also going to send our crew over to give them some trouble. So, wait till they get nice and far away from their medbay, and then we're going to teleport in there and lock it down. So let's do just that. In there, and Willow, use your lockdown power. Excellent. That should give them plenty of time to destroy the room, and should give these guys plenty of time to get punched in the face. And we're also going to try and blast them in their weapons, or possibly their drones. No, we're going for the weapons. Don't want those missiles online as long as possible. Please miss us. No, you hit us right in the teleporter, didn't you? Alright, well, your weapons are now broken. You have a repair drone who's probably going to go fix it momentarily, but for now, you guys don't have that leisure. Excellent. So, I could send Jones to go try and fix it, but he will die in the process, because he is a fool. And there goes that human crew. They're going to send this guy over to try and fix it now, while their drone fixes their missiles, unfortunately, so fire at them again. Do not want that missile online. There we go. Missiles are now back offline, as we like to see, although it's back online immediately, because, of course, they were repairing the other system in that time. We could get in here and help our drones kill these guys. There we go. Dead. And with the crew of the rebel ship dead, we salvage what we can, getting 2 missiles, a drone part, and 46 scrap. When we contacted the Federation ship, they said that we didn't think there would be... Oh, yeah. They didn't think there would be rebel ships all the way out here. They seem to be searching for something. Oh, it's us! It's us! They gave us some extra supplies as thanks for their aid, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 42 scrap, which is quite profitable. In the long run. Can we go in here and kill this guy? No, we cannot kill him. That's weird. Also, our teleporter's still broken, so Rhea is gonna go fix it, and I think I'm gonna send. Oh, you know, I'll send Jones in to fix it. You better be good fixing, Jones, otherwise this is gonna be bad for you. There we go. And Rhea, back to your station. There we go. And we'll teleport our crew back in there, and get Roper immediately in the medbay. Excellent. So that worked out quite profitably for us. Quite profitably indeed. 102 scrap is not bad. We took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. What do we want to spend this on? Probably power bars. Probably power bars. Yeah. That way we can fire up our ion blast. Oh no, we can't fire that up yet. I need to upgrade the system more. Whoops. Should have done that first then. Ah well. Well, it only costs us another 60 scrap to be able to do that. I'm a bit of a fool for jumping the gun on that one, but it happens. So we have the extra power to run all our drones if we want to, but we really, really, really need a drone recovery arm if we plan on continuing to do that, because we're going to run out of bits soon. But we have found ourselves in an asteroid field where minute fissures in the shield spark and crackle as the ship jumps into the wake of a huge asteroid. More asteroids follow as does a lost and aggressive rock pirate ship. They got big missiles. That's what they've got. Alright, well we're going to try and board them directly since they don't actually have the medbay here. We're just going to try and take them out with our boarding party. So we're going to jump into their weapons bay, we're going to lock down power when they get close, and then we're just going to hopefully smash it enough to turn off the dangerous weapons before they actually get to us. We'll see how that goes. The dangerous thing here is that these guys don't really have the vulnerability that we'd like to see from our enemies. Oh good, breach missiles are offline. They don't have the, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, they don't have the low shields and whatnot that we need at this stage. We have the ion blast, but since it's not ready to use, it's not the best thing to try and rely on to this phase. But we should be able to kill these guys pretty well. As long as Roper's health doesn't get too low, we're pretty safe at this point. This guy's going to go down in a second. There goes Alex. They're going to send another crew at us in a second? Yeah, here they both come. We should... No, we're not going to be able to lock them down either. This is not going to work out for the best. We should... No, we couldn't even get another point of damage done. That's unfortunate. We really don't want those weapons to be firing simultaneously. We might run away from this one, because we don't want to risk losing our crew here, and that's what's going to happen if we stay and fight. So we're going to teleport out of there, jump them back to our ship. We'll get Roper into the medbay immediately. We'll get Willow to start walking through the medbay, but first we're also going to fire on their weapons room. So the last thing we want to have happen is to have them repair that. Perfect. Awesome. Nice hit in the weapons. They got hit in the helm, which is now on fire, which is great for us. And we'll keep walking Willow through the medbay until he actually heals. Or she heals. Whichever. It's a crystal. So, when they're healed up, we will be good to keep moving. We can try and board them again and take out the crew, which is the ideal situation as always. There we go. Here comes some deadly shots. Please don't hit us. There we go. Excellent. And we're going to go in for boarding again. Here we go! Excellent. Please kill them. Kill them with all possible speed. Oh wow, you're getting hit pretty hard there, Roper. That's not great. Please destroy their weapons, gentlemen. These guys are going to go deal with the fire, which is not going to hurt them at all, unfortunately. Ooh, that was lucky. That could have hurt us quite badly there. Yeah, this could be unfortunate. We might just lock them down and keep them outside. Let's do that for first, because they're going to waste their time trying to blast in through this door, which they're not going to get in through, but we can carefully destroy their weapons, making them a lot less dangerous. Here comes another pair of heavy lasers. Ooh, that could have been bad. And we just leveled up battle skill there for Roper, which is good. Leveling up our crew is always a nice thing to have happen. And now we should be able to kill him fairly easily. Nicely done. There goes Trico. And Reinhardt is going to die next. Fantastic. Down goes their crew. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we get a fuel, drone part, and 51 scrap out of them. Awesome. That's a little bit less than we need to power up our weapons, if memory serves, but it's definitely better than nothing. So we'll send Willow in here to heal up now. Walk her through the med bay. I think Willow is a her. Excellent. Spam them heals. Everybody healing simultaneously is the best kind of healing. Okay, 53 scrap. Let's check the upgrade menu with you. Is it enough to afford it? No, it is 60 for that next level up. That's unfortunate. But we can jump to this distress beacon if we feel like it and see what they want to give us. Do you have any free goodies for us? I hope you do. No, you do not. We find the source of the distress call, a small research station, and it appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is now threatening to destroy the station again. People need to invest in better fire suppression. Seriously. Everywhere we find, they're on fire. Well, we're not going to send our crew in because we don't want them to die, so we're going to dock and try and rescue survivors. We locate the highest concentration of life forms and bring the ship alongside the station. However, before we can begin to offload the survivors, a huge blast splits the station apart. Words. My goodness. Our ship is thrown away and some debris pierces our hull. We watch helplessly as the last of the survivors are consumed in the collapse of the station. However, we do get 27 scrap, which means we can upgrade our weapons, so it's not a loss entirely. We can also power up our teleporter if we feel like it. It was probably a pretty good idea. But that's pretty awesome. Now we can use all of our weapons. Da da da. Alright. So, now what do? We want to find somewhere to get repairs, because we need some free health. But I don't think we're going to find any. What do we find here? We find a motley collection of rock ships stationed around this beacon. They look to have resorted to a pirate's life, and we decide to take defensive maneuvers. They do have breach missiles. Again. Alright, we're going to try and keep saving our, what do you call them? Our drone parts, because we don't have a whole lot left at this point. We only have 16. So we're going to hold on to them. We're going to board them in their weapons bay and use Willow's lockdown again to prevent anyone from getting into the room, whilst we try and take out the breach missiles. Of course, the fact that both of those only take one power bar means it might be a little bit tricky, but we should be able to manage it without too much trouble, although we are going to iron blast on repeat using control to knock out their shields. Also, now that that's down, we're going to run out of that room so we can blast it with our lasers. Go, go, lasers! There we go. Now the weapons are completely broken. Now we can punch them as we feel like it, although we still haven't fixed their med bay, which is going to be a problem later. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to run down to their engines. If they follow us all the way down here, it means they're nice and out of the way, so we can take a nice free shot at their med bay. It was actually level 3, which would have given us all kinds of problems if we hadn't taken it out. Also, that's not very good. We can't let Roper die. If Roper's health gets low, we are going to be in a lot of trouble, because there's no oxygen on our ship, so that would be very bad. We're going to run them back over here, and you know what? I think we're going to bail on them. Okay, jumping out of the ship, thank you very much. Roper, get in the med bay. Yeah, Rockmen, you stinkers. What we are going to do, though, is we'll send a hunter drone in there to harass them temporarily while we're dealing with this problem. Because they shouldn't both... good. He's going to stand in the med bay and prevent them from fixing it. We're going to go in here and heal our guys up, and we should be able to get in there and kill them before they get to do anything else, because I think our drone can actually kill the rock fairly effectively. Willow's back to full health already. Oh, we're only at level 1 medbay, so Roper is not healing right now. There we go. Yes, he's killed one rock crew member already, which is good. These guys are going to be healing up their weapons fairly soon, which is not ideal. Please get in here and fight this guy. No, don't do that. Get in there and... whatever. Alright, we're going to board and kill the last guys. Jump onto their ship, please. Why do you change places when you arrive? That seems a bit strange to me. It seems strange that the first person into the room would be here, but that puts him there. Whatever. We should be able to kill this Rockman, no problem. And then this last one, who has now fixed his breach, which is not going to happen. Heavy laser, please. Thank you. I'm not letting you fire breach missiles at me while I'm trying to fight you. Let's get in there, although I do want to make sure you guys change positions, because I do not want the Mantis in the first slot. Thank you. There we go. Otherwise, we'll just beg for trouble. And we're going to kill this Rockman with the greatest of ease. Great work there, Roper and Willow. Alright, down goes them. With the crew dead, we take 4 of their fuel out of storage and another 57 scrap. Fantastic. They're helping us deal with our fuel problem quite effectively. Rope her back in there. Excellent. We'll send Willow back through a couple times. There we go. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Nice free heals are always good. Okay, so 77 scrap. What do we spend that on? Probably an upgrade to our teleporter. It's really expensive for shield bars now. It's prohibitively expensive, especially given how cheap the engines and stuff are. They really don't want you to be upgrading these shields here, which is kind of disappointing because I really like level 3 shields. But that's, I guess, what we have to deal with. We could upgrade our med bay as well, which would give us the ability to not die all the time, which would be nice, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how it goes. There's another distress beacon over there, which is pushing the limits of what we can reasonably get back from. Because if we jump here, it'll be 1, and then we'll be taken over. I think we're going to have to ignore that distress beacon, unfortunately, because it's just not within reasonable distance. So we'll jump over here instead. To something that is within reasonable distance, and is also next to a sun. Unusual solar activity in this region means we need to get out quickly. The rock pirate nearby apparently thinks otherwise as they move in to attack us. Well, that's fine, but we're still going to lock down your shield with an ion blast and then murder you. Alright, we're not going to worry about trying to kill the crew off these guys because they are on a sun. We're just going to kill them as quickly as humanly possible. Also, the fact that they have a burst laser Mark III and some kind of missiles generally makes them an undesirable enemy. So we could power up our defense drone. I'm going to try and not. Please miss. Good, he missed. And we're going to pummel them as hard as we can now. Go, go, power lasers! And turn off all their weapons, please. Thank you, that's what we'd like to see. Solar flare is imminent, but our shields are holding, so we shouldn't take too much damage here as long as they don't knock out our med bay. If that happens, we'll be in a lot of trouble. That's the only thing that would be bad right now, honestly. Everything else we can handle. And they set fire to our teleporter, and that's fine. I'm entirely okay with this. So we're going to burst laser them in the weapons, and the missile fired just before I could block them, and it missed, so that's okay. And we're going to heavy laser them in the med bay. Make it unpleasant for them to live there. Excellent. The medbay is now also on fire, which is great. One more salvo of Burst Laser 2 will kill them because they cannot dodge, and then we can jump to safety. No, they resisted it, you jerks. Alright, we'll kill them. They resisted it again! And the fire killed them. Excellent. However, they did set fire to our engines, which is not great. The ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 42 scrap, which we will take, and we will get out of here as quickly as possible. There's a store over there, but we can't go that far, so we're going to jump over this beacon and then to the exit. I think. Yes, let's do that. What can we get here? Hopefully there's something good that will not kill us because we're on fire. There is a single ship at this beacon who hail us saying they could really use some help. Their FTL navigation system is shot and want us to get to a nearby station. Well, we agree because they're going to give us some free fuel, and there's no reason to not agree. So they give us 2 fuels as down payment and say they'll be 1 step behind us following our jumps the whole way. Hopefully you're not trying to betray us there, gentlemen, but I'm going to trust you whilst I try and repair my broken systems. We have taken a fairly large amount of damage. We only have 8 hull left, so going to a store would be a highly attractive option. Unfortunately, we're not able to because of the distance away, but hopefully we'll be able to find one soon that will let us recover. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, is anyone else damaged here? Oceanus took a little bit of damage, so let's run him into the medbay. And run him back, and in, and back. He's done. Good. 119 scrap. That's not bad, but it's not good yet either. And let's get... Oh, there's a store right there. It's right there. We could jump and then jump back and have to fight something at the exit. That's probably worth it at this point, honestly. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It was a distress beacon over there we had to skip. This is the store. We crossed paths with a rock ship returning from a rare diplomatic mission. Equally surprising, the captain responds to our hails and agrees to a mutual trade. He's got nothing but crew. Don't give me systems when you have no systems to sell me, jerks. And I have nothing to sell you either, so I'm going to buy a couple repairs, bring us back up to at least half strength, so I'm not quite on the verge of death anymore. And I'll buy a couple more fuel too, so we're not on the verge of that either. And let's get out of here. Get to that exit and run for the hills. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. As it were. Yes, we found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. We'll have to survive long enough to jump to the next sector, and they got big shields. Holy cow. Ion blast them in the shields. Please take those out. They'll be warding us, which means they're going to die, because we can easily fight them. Well, easily goes to a point. Send our crystals in there to beat them up. We will not be suffocating, whilst they will be, so that's going to be in our favor. The ion blasts should start taking out their shields soon, which would be nice, but it doesn't look like we did it quickly enough to kill those guys, which is unfortunate. Maybe we can get a nice shot in here and kill them before they can heal. Alright, so we're going to fire our burst lasers and the heavy laser in there. Please kill them. Yeah! Oh, we did got one. Awesome. We didn't kill them all, but we did burn one guy out, which is nice. So we'll send Rhea back into the shields immediately because we're going to get a bunch of lasers in the face in a second if we don't get really lucky and dodge everything. No, we did not get really lucky. We didn't dodge most of those things. Ow. Also, we're going to burst laser them in the weapon so they don't do that again. Thank you very much. Okay, big laser is now offline. Now they're not half as scary. Of course, the fact that our shield is currently still broken is not good either. Please fix that before they kill us. Excellent. Okay. So, shields are back online just in time, and we're going to burst laser them in the weapons again. There we go. Did a bit more damage to them. They still have one laser online, which isn't exactly what we wanted, but it could be worse. It could quite easily be worse, in fact. So they're going to keep firing at us. We're no longer able to do any real damage. We are in a pretty solid position here, so we're going to try and blast out their helm. There we go, and another shot in the lasers. You're not going to be fixing them anytime soon there, gentlemen, because I'm going to kill you all. And the ship you're on, just so you know. I like to tell people what I'm going to do, because that way they know what to expect. And we're going to blast them in the medbay as well, so there's no healing for you this time. Of course, you only have 2 health left, 2 hull rather, and no ability to dodge or shoot back. So you're basically dead already. And down they go. Nice try, Elite Fighter. You're not elite enough. There's no time to get salvaged from the enemy ship, so we have to jump away, getting 1 fuel in the process. We are going to heal up our crew before we go, though, so let's send 2 crews simultaneously through the medbay. This is what I mean. You can send as many crew through here simultaneously as you want, and you can just farm health this way through the medbay, despite having a ton of people in it simultaneously. So we'll send Rhea back down to the shields room. We'll send Cronus in to get his patch up of health, and everything should be lovely. There we go. Heal him. Everyone is now at lovely full health. This ship is quite powerful, in fact. Okay. 5 crystal crew is not something you see every day. What do we want to spend our money on? I'm not really sure still. Well, let's not worry about it and jump to safety. Mantis Homeworlds is our next option. Hopefully there's a Rock Homeworlds lying behind there because I really want to get to the crystal sector. But I have a feeling we're not going to get that lucky. It's probably one of these 2 beacons over here, or that one. But we're going to try it out anyway. Mantis Homeworlds, here we come. Hopefully we find something good. We've entered a poorly charted area of space known to be home to the Mantis. We have to ensure our hull plating is up to scratch and we have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Well, I'm sure we have some of those things. A little bit of hull, a little bit of fuel. Okay. What can we afford to buy? We can't really... There's no point in buying the shields right now. We can, however, afford to upgrade our medbay and possibly our power bars as well. That would probably be wise. So medbay it is, power bars. This way we actually have a better chance of surviving on board this ship because these guys in there are in a nasty way. And we want to be able to quickly heal everyone if we have to. So let's jump over to this distress beacon and see what they want to give us. It looks like they want to give us a fight. Yes. We arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It appears this distress beacon was a trap. What do you know? They have a defense drone and a halberd beam as well as a basic laser and a bunch of onboard drones. Well, that shouldn't be too bad for us to deal with. The ion blast should make it easy if you want to kill them outright, but I think what we're going to do instead is we're going to board them and try and zonk out their medbay, which is the most fun strategy. So, Roper, get in there, and teleport is now a go. As soon as they arrive inside that part of the ship, which they are now there, we are going to hit the lockdown and make sure we destroy that medbay. Good. We also have the opportunity soon to knock out their weapons if we ever hit them with one of these ion blasts. I think we've missed almost every shot so far because they're still at level 3 shields. There we go. They're going to send a single human and a drone in to fight us, which is not ideal for us, but thankfully since we've been holding them off with the lockdown bomb, it helps our teleporter recharge a bit quicker. Please hit them with some more ions. There we go. Now we're going to hit them in the weapons. Make sure they do not have the full... Oh, come on. Full firing potential that they otherwise would. Of course, we missed a whole bunch of times, which is not great. Alright, we're going to jump away from here because we're not going to win this way. We may just have to murder them. It looks like the drones combined with the weaponry and whatnot is going to make this a very frustrating fight for us. So we're going to burst laser them in the weapons. There we go. And burst laser them in the drone control. I hope... We missed so much. Okay, that's not great. But we should still have the upper hand here because now their weapons are offline, so they shouldn't really be able to hurt us. There we go. The drones are not completely broken, but they're broken enough now that they can't do much to us. We could try and board them, but their medbay is now fixed, so you know what? We're just going to let them die horrible deaths. I'm okay with that from time to time. I don't always have to be the super awesome victory. We can sometimes do the horrible murder victory. So that's what we're going to stand for. Hit them in the helm. They have 1 hull remaining. Nope, they managed to dodge it, despite the fact that their shields were all down. That's unfortunate. 1 more salvo, however, should kill them, because now their shields are down, and the odds of dodging are a little bit less, he goes to say. They say that we have clearly bested them, and they request their lives, offering us 5 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 24 scrap. Well, you know what? You, sir, just made a good offer. I will accept your offer. Except, I don't remember if these guys are being chased. No, this isn't. This is just speaking. It was a trap. We will accept their offer, because 5 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 24 scrap fits in pretty well with what we need. The fuel and the drone parts are both valuable to us. So we accept. Thank you. Rebels, you actually get to live. What do you know? Never thought you'd see the day, did you? Well, here we go. We can jump over this way to the quest beacon and work our way through those stars over there to get out. What can we find is the question, and I'm sure the answer will be very boring. We discover one of the rebels... By that I mean interesting, yes. Shh. We find one of the rebels' automated scouts here. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging our ship, and it immediately starts to power up its FTL. That's no good. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of our position, and we can't have that now, can we? Let's start blasting them. Oh, they have a lot of dangerous weapons. Can we hit them somewhere important? A lot of... Oh, wow, this is actually really bad. Okay. Fire a hunter drone. Please hit them in something nasty. Drone control is not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, well, that's not exactly ideal. We're going to have to try and blast these guys in a whole bunch of different rooms simultaneously, which is not at all what I wanted to have to do. So please hit them with one of those ions. Yes, excellent. Now we're going to hammer them in the helm. Please turn off their helm. Please? No, you missed every shot. Alright, power down the medbay temporarily to turn on the defense drones, because I really don't want to get hit by that rocket. Thank you. And we're going to try and quickly get another heavy laser in there, but it's not going to happen. It immediately turns back on. And our ion blasts missed. Phenomenal. Please, you actually need to hit them. You really need to. Ouch, this is going to hurt really badly now. Really badly indeed. You have to hit them. You need to make them not be able to hit us. Primarily, that's the big ding. Ow, and we just got hit in the weapons, meaning we can no longer fire our heavy lasers as well. This is not good. The ion needs to stop hitting us, otherwise we are going to lose horribly here. The beam drone shouldn't be too dangerous unless they get another hit with that ion, which they're going to in a second. Okay, please burst laser them in. The weapons. Turn off one of their weapons before they kill us with them. Fantastic, you turned off the wrong one. Our drone should take out their beam drone shortly, but I don't know if shortly means soon or if it means never. So one of these days something will happen in there. Oh good, our shield came on just in time. Now we have a bit of extra protection against them. We're going to burst laser them in the weapons again, which should hopefully prevent them from frying us so badly. There we go. And their drone should go off shortly. We took a ton of damage here. This has been terrible. Heavy laser back online. Oh, goodness, this has been nasty. Alright, now they're not going to be able to hurt us anymore. We can kill them at our leisure, but oh man, that was bad. We took some bad hits there. Our defense drone seems to have turned itself off or been destroyed at some point as well, but I'm not sure what happened there. I obviously didn't see that. But they are dead, so that's fine. Okay. Yuck. The ship breaks apart and we feel relief in the knowledge that we'll hopefully still stay one step ahead of the fleet, getting a fuel, a missile, 23 scrap, and a fire beam. Okay, well that's not too bad. It's hard to say no to free weapons and whatnot, because it is free weapons. Firebeam isn't a great one for what our current setup is, but we can always sell it. But we took a lot of damage there that I do not like. Of course, there's 2 stores side by side here for some reason, so that kind of makes up for it, I guess. Let's jump over to one of those stores and sell off the firebeam we just got and buy some repairs. Uncertain about what we'll discover at this beacon, we scan the surroundings. We detect several warnings on wideband channels discouraging any violence in protected trade space. Perhaps we can find some trades nearby. Ooh, ooh! Can we get that? Can we get that? We sell the fire beam. Can I? Yes! Yes! Alright, we're going to swap our other heavy laser for a second burst laser. Now we're talking. And we can sell the heavy laser from our cargo hold. Excellent. That'll give us the valuables we need to buy repairs with. And I think we'll just buy all the repairs we can afford right now. Thank you. Now we're talking. Oh, we can't use this yet. That was stupid of me. I need to power up my weapon system again, which is going to take another 70 scrap. Well, that means we're a little bit nerfed now until we can get that working, but hopefully that won't be too big of a problem. We do have another Burst Laser Mark II ready, though, which is amazing. That'll give us a lot more firepower. So let's send our Rhea back in there, and we'll send Willow back to the teleporter. It shouldn't take too long to make that much money, though, because honestly, you make money really fast in this game, at least in the later stages where we are now. A rebel ship hails. We did not fight a war to let a single Federation ship shatter our dreams of a better galaxy. He locks weapons. And they've got a beam drone and a defense drone. They've also got missiles, some kind of bomb, and a heavy laser Mark II. This is actually a nasty setup again. Thankfully, they have no internal drones. Drones? No internal droids, so we're just going to smash them with as many droids as we can directly into the face. Go Hunter droids. Awesome. When they hit, we're going to smash them directly, and both of them hit, which is fantastic. Alright, so now we're going to send Roper and Willow to teleport into their shields, which should distract them from the guys in the medbay. No, it did not. That's strange. Normally they're a lot more worried about that kind of thing. Also, this is going to hit us. Ouch. Now we have even less shield, which is not good. We're going to ion blast them in the shield to hopefully take that out. That should have been going already, but I am a fool. Now we have even less shields, which is even worse. Please stop hitting us with nasty weapons. Turn on the defense drone, shoot down more missiles. I'm willing to waste drone parts at this point because of the fact that we can't afford to do otherwise. So we're going to hit them in the weapons now. Please take out that weapon system before it does more damage to us. And it hit us in the shields, meaning we no longer have any evasion. Or rather, not evasion. We no longer have any defenses. Meaning that beam drone is going to absolutely ravage us. Unless we can do something about it. Which we can't. So we're going to teleport out of here quickly. Get out of there. And it's going to really hurt. Get in there, Roper. Heal yourself up. This beam drone is going to wreck us, because we can't do anything about it, which is not good. Also, the heavy laser is still online for some reason, which is even worse. And Willow is almost dead, which is even worse. So we're going to burst laser them in the drone control, hopefully, to take out that beam drone before it kills us. Good. And Willow is going to start running into the medbay before they die. Here come some more lasers. Please dodge them. No, you didn't. Oh, maybe we did. We fight... Oh, woo! We found a weapon on their ship with no crew to stop us. We install it on our own, getting 52 scrap and a glaive beam, but this is going to hurt. No, they missed. Fantastic! That was actually really lucky there. We took a whole pile of damage. Again, this seems to be every fight now. These low shields are really not good. Oh, okay, but the fact is, we survived and we got a free glaive beam out of it. That's a monster of a weapon if there's ever been one. Don't know if it's better than this setup right now, though. Don't know if it is. Alright, well, recover a little bit there, gentlemen, because otherwise you're going to be in a very nasty way. This ship is on fire still, so it eventually will burn itself to death, unless they get really lucky and it randomly decides that it's going to put itself out. But that seems fairly unlikely at this stage. So we're going to try and finish our repairs. I think everyone except for Rhea is at full health, or at least close to it. Yeah, looks like it. That's good for us. Then we'll be able to get the Rhea healed up again with level 3 medbay. Should be nice and quick. There we go. And there we go. We would really like to have some more shields, because evidently level 2 shields is not sufficient, despite having nice engines. Okay, well. Hopefully we'll be able to make some progress here. Let's jump over the quest beacon, and hopefully they'll just be giving us free things, instead of making us fight them. Are they? Yes. Shortly after we arrive, the ship we were escorting jumps nearby. They thank us for our help and offer us a reward of 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 57 scrap. That's perfect, because that lets us upgrade our weapons. We can actually use our new weapon. We can even buy the power bar to run it, so that's great. There we go. Burst lasers and ion blasts. Now we have the firepower to actually survive these kinds of fights, because earlier, getting into that fight, we probably would have been fine if we had actually had both of our weapons ready, but we didn't, because I'm a fool. A Mantis military scout hails our ship, saying, "Foolish alien, your kind has stifled our greatness for too long. You'll rue the day you backed the Federation." Well, I'm not so concerned. You're going to be trying to board us, I'm sure, but we have lots of things that will kill you. We could even send Willow in there to harass them for a little bit, so they don't destroy our radar, which would be nice. And we're going to start ion blasting them in the shields. They have big lasers, but so do we. Please, hopefully they miss. Please, please, please. Good. And now their weapons are broken. Go, go! Pew, 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 pew! And we left the big one on. That's exactly what I wanted to not happen. However, one of their crew at least died, and the other one ran away. So we should be pretty well safe here. We're going to fix up our radar. Please don't you kill anybody. Oh, you hit us once in the medbay. That's fine, though, because we have our Engie in there who fixes it very quickly. We're going to fire another shot. Oh, it looks like it's on fire in there. We took another point of damage. That's nice. Fire another burst laser at their weapons, rather. Take that thing all the way out, and we're going to send a hunter drone in, maybe. Maybe we'll just board them. Ooh, they've taken some serious damage in there. That's quite nice. It's nice to see. I guess we can actually board them and just take them out directly. Our ion blast can lock something down, but the fact that the weapons are on fire does that for us already. So we could jump in. We might have to run through some flames to do so. Or maybe they're just going to burn themselves out. What's going on in there? They're trying to board us now? Oh, they're trying to put the fire out. Okay, well, I'm okay with this. They're going to try and run through fire repeatedly to try and deal with us. I'm okay with this. Look at that. Why are they so determined? They're going to die. Okay, now they're done. We could just let the fires burn them out. It's not like they're going to go anywhere right now. If we attack them, there's a chance that they'll try and run, but as it stands, they're just going to eventually burn to death. Huh. Might be a fairly slow fight doing this, though, if the fire doesn't spread more quickly. I had a feeling it would, but it looks like it's not going to anymore. We could also probably kill them with our attacks. They have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... No, we couldn't hit all 3 of them before the ship died. So that would be a little bit unfortunate. But otherwise, that would make a pretty effective strategy. Let's see what happens if we just wait a little bit longer. The fire is spreading quite nicely, which would be good, but let's see. It looks like our friend here in the helm is the first to go. Yes, you've won the race. You are now dead. Now let's see who's going to win the other race. It looks like this other mantis is going to win the next phase of the race because the fire is already next to his room. Who is going to burn to death next? It's like the world's worst game show. Alright, come on, mantis. Are you going to die, or are you going to let the fire spread 2 squares and kill your NG friend first? Or is your NG friend going to decide to run over to a different room? That would be quite surprising. Amazing turn of events in today's episode. Dun dun dun! Come on, fire, spread. It looks like the NG actually has a chance of winning this race here, because the fire is now spread to the room next to him, and it has not spread to the mantis' room yet. There is no oxygen left, so we want that fire to spread before the oxygen runs out completely, and it looks like the NG actually won the race! Or will he actually put the fire out before he dies? He actually put the fire out and didn't die. I'm amazed. The mantis won... Interesting, the fire won the race to the NG's room, but the NG survived the fight. And it looks like he's going to survive this too, so we have to kill him directly with a burst laser to the face. Goodbye, friend. You were a good competitor. Now the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, who essentially has now just volunteered to die. We also get 38 scrap. Hello, Tak. You're going to jump into the teleporter and jump into the enemy ship as soon as possible. Alright, where can we go? We're going to probably circle around this way back to the exit, because it doesn't look like there's anywhere else that's particularly interesting on this side of the map. What do we find here? We arrive just in time to see an unusually well-armed NG ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleporter signal is detected and we have an intruder on deck. Well, that's no good. A young mantis in a charred uniform is teleported on board and begs for sanctuary from the NG, offering to serve in exchange for our protection. The NG have already traced the teleporter signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. Well, we don't need a mantis at this point because, well, we've already got all the mantis we can have on board our ship. We could swap Jones out, I suppose, but we have that nice Roper and Willow combination at the moment, so having an extra mantis doesn't really help us, and it is nice to have that ability to get more blue options. So we're going to side with the fugitive, we're going to agree to offer up the mantis in exchange for the bounty. However, fury sparks in the eyes of the mantis. He won't go easily and causes 5 hull damage before he can be captured. We do get 67 scrap for him, but we're down to 5 hull, which is not good. Not good at all. Alright, Tak, let's run you through the medbay to turbo heal you again, so you don't die immediately. There we go. 109 scrap is quite nice, but I don't know if it makes up for the fact that we're on the verge of death right now. I don't know. Let's take a jump and see what we can get. We really want to find someone that'll let us heal, but I don't think that's going to happen. I do not think that's going to happen. We find a rebel scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. It does have drones and some kind of ion weapon, which makes it a bit dangerous, but we're going to attempt to download the ship's data stores because that's the best thing to do. It can give you free resources, and if not, well, you can fight the guy and then get some free resources. So it's always worth doing. Unfortunately, we accidentally reactivate the ship's AI. Its weapons and shields immediately go online, and we have to prepare to fight. 2 beam drones! No. That's not a good. That's a bad. We're going to ion blast them in the shields as quickly as possible. Please don't let the beam drones hit us, otherwise we will die. Once our burst lasers are ready to fire, though, we should be able to pummel them in the weapons and basically neuter their offensive capabilities. But unless we get really lucky, they're going to hit us a couple times, and please. Good, okay, our shields are safe for now. Our shields are safe for now. They might still get one more salvo off on us if this thing hits, but we're going to do our best. Oh, yeah, you're dying, right, Tak? Okay, you're going to run in the medbay for a little bit. Do some jogging. Good. For some reason, I'm keeping you alive instead of sending you to your death. I don't know why this is. I've been, for some reason, overcome with some kind of strange disease that makes me want to not kill my red shirts. Well, Tak, you get to live for today. At least for today, until we find something better to throw you at. Somewhere your services will be of better use. Fire the weapons. Good. Everyone's dead. At least they are. The ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, drone part, and 37 scrap, which is not very good for this stage of the game. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to hold on to this money and use it to upgrade our shields, because I really want level 3 shields. So, let's jump over here and head around to the exit. Because not dying is always better than dying. What do we find here? Nothing. At this point, we almost expect to fight with the Mantis, but this beacon appears to be entirely devoid of other ships. We take the time to catch our breath and double-check the ship's systems. Okay, well, we have a distress beacon there. We could go there before the exit. I don't know. We have very little health. Anything that gives us health is a good idea, but I kind of want to just get to cover at this point. I don't want to have to fight rebels because we don't really have the health to do it. So we're going to jump to the exit and hopefully not get murdered horribly. What do we find here? Repair station would be nice. Free repairs. We've arrived at the long-range beacon, and what do we find? We arrive in a system and immediately discover a pirate ship nearby. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard. We salvage anything useful, but find no clue as to the whereabouts of the former crew. We have 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 34 scrap, and that's all. 180 scrap, which is not bad, but we are going to be overrun soon, so it's time to get out of Dodge. We have a glaive beam still sitting in our hull, too, which would be fun to use, but doesn't really fit with our gear. Okay. Well, that's not bad. We have a whole pile of money just waiting to be spent. We can actually afford our shield upgrade. We can't afford the power bars for it. And even if we do, we can't really use them. Actually, we can do that. We can take the power to the med bay for now. That'll work. Talk is dying, but that's okay. We're going to jump ahead to the next sector, which is... You don't say! It's a Rock Homeworlds, and we have 5 crystal. We might be able to find the crystal sector here. And that sounds fantastic. But we're going to go there, and we'll have to wait to see what happens next time. Let's jump ahead to the Rock Homeworlds. Da, 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 da. We did it. The Rock people have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races trespassing in their space. We should tread carefully here. We have made it to the Rock Homeworlds at long last. Here we are. However, this is Sector 7, meaning we've already done our 2 sectors for this episode. So this has been Vanguard of Valor, playing FTL on board the VSS Titan, with Hyperion, Cronus, Rhea, and Oceanus on board. If you've liked the episode, don't forget to like the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.